does she have a dad? It's a question. Because I know someone's going to be like, saying I'm homophobic. But they do realize you need sperm to be put into an egg, which creates a baby. People do know how babies are made, right? So, shit, this is fucking stupid. So, I had to admit, it's pretty funny. She has two moms. Because it's just... my dog barked. I like to know what she hears. Because I don't know what she hears. You know, that is just the weirdest thing. I mean, I know my neighbors are like shady motherfuckers, but it's really dumb. I'll play a clip how I wish someone would take, Marvel writers it's just explain evolutions of them, because yeah, it's here it is.
In the beginning, we were all fish, okay? Swimming around in the water. And then one day, a couple of fish had a retard baby, and the retard baby was different, so it got to live. So retard fish goes on to make more retard babies, and then one day, a retard baby fish crawled out of the ocean with its mutant fish hands, and it had butt sex with a squirrel or something and made this retard frog squirrel. And then that had a retard baby, which was a monkey fish frog. And then this monkey fish frog had butt sex with that monkey, and that monkey had a mutant retard baby that screwed another monkey, and that made you. So there you go. You're the retarded offspring of 5 monkeys having butt sex with a fish squirrel. Congratulations.
Just so I wish someone would teach this to Marvel about how to evolve. I'm sure that's how they evolve characters. It's just Oh, you're back, Lilo. Are you done barking? This is a question right here. How would you react if Tom King screws up the ending of Batcat? Oh, Batman Catwoman comic. I'd probably react like this.
Motherfucker!
That's how I would react to it. Just to be that angry. It's just because if Talia ever showed up in it and tried to, if Tom King tried to put those two together, Tom King tried to put Talia and Bruce together, I'd react like this too.
Motherfucker!
So, yeah, I would react like that. Yeah, there's so many things a lot of people just don't get, it's kind of like, Brian Michael Bendis. Now, I am not the biggest Brian Michael Bendis fan in the world. I mean, I'll admit I am not the biggest fan of it, but he did a great job with Spider-Man Peter Parker before he decided to kill Peter Parker off. Because I don't know what to think of it. But I want to know one thing by DC editorial team. Why the fuck did you allow this dude to do Wonder Twins? Like, who was like, you know what? We need a Wonder Twins comic. It's like, who gave this guy the approval and be like, you know what we need? Super Sons? Oh, fuck, no, we don't need Super Sons. We need Wonder Twins. I absolutely hate the Wonder Twins. I don't know where people was like, you know what, we need, I would love for someone to say this to Bendis about bringing back the Wonder Twins and all that.
20 years, this fat son of a bitch is going to try us all out. Calm down, okay? He's fat. I'm going to. I don't care if he don't. I'll make him bleed.
I still to this day love that video because Scott Steiner is he's a national treasure to this world. He says, like, there's a funny moment where he was going to spell, like, he was part of this group in wrestling called the Main Event Mafia. Yeah, it's a stupid name, but, it was pretty cool because you had Scott Steiner, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Sting, Booker T, and this group. And throughout the whole thing of it was they beat up younger talent because, they feel like they're not getting respect. Oh, wait, hold on. Pay $20 for a wall poster of the Wonder Twins. I'd rather not, thank you. So throughout this whole storyline thing, they beat up the younger talent because they feel like they're not getting respect. And there's this one incident, it was like a backstage incident where Scott Steiner spells out Mafia to Mick Foley. And it was like the funniest thing because Mick Foley's expression on his face was trying not to laugh. It was just because Scott Steiner's trying to spell out Mafia. And it was just the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, Anyway. Do I think Bendis will be taking over Batman? I don't think so. Like the funny thing about it is, a lot of people are like freaking out over the 2020 possibility of a black Batman, but a lot of people kind of don't remember that Tom King is still writing Batcat, which takes place in the continuity of the Batman comics. So I don't think that DC will try to fuck something up. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, because just look at them. They gave Brian Michael Bendis a huge contract with creative freedom, which is like saying, I don't really care what happens, just, you know. I tell you one thing. There needs to be sort of a revolution in comics. I mean, and I think with a lot of Kickstarters and and stuff, but also a lot of people don't realize that pretty soon in 2024, Batman will be in public domain. Copyrights for like Batman, Disney Snow White, Looney Tunes, Superman will all fall in public domain between 3031 and 3035, which means people will be able to write their own stories, which will be copyrighted for them. Copyrighted, So, what does it mean for characters, including Mickey Mouse, falling into public domain? So, it means like people can write their own stories, their own ideas of the characters, create it their own way. Which means is a good thing, but, So that means I could write my own my own Batman stories, so which I kind of am doing that right now, so I'm excited for it. So, time for my favorite segment of the show. Reading crazy crime stories. I know a lot of people. I know there's some people who kind of get tired of it, but it's so much fun to write my crazy crime stories. Michigan couple was parked outside a police headquarters. Was found clothes-free and cramped in the rear backseat of a sports car, according to incident reports, which notes that the duo chose the spot because parking was free, and the police department is a safe place to be for midnight stuff. Just after midnight, around August 1st, a Baltimore cop in a Detroit suburb returned to the police headquarters when he noticed